Hey, I'm Jen, and today I'm talking about how to empower your children in times of fear. Hey, I'm Jen Anderson. I'm an empowerment life coach with Stronger Because Coaching, and one of the things that I do is I teach parents how to coach their children through their feelings, particularly fear. Last week, I talked about the beginning of a process where we try to see how the brain is working actually just how it's supposed to when it's signaling danger, and how we can start to use our executive brain to intervene and start to evaluate those fears. Now, this week, I promised to share an empowerment technique that I use with children to help them know that they have things inside of them that can help them address the things that they're afraid of. Now, one of the things that we often do is we believe, just as humans, we believe that whatever's going on outside of us is the source of our fear. So right now we have some excellent examples. We have riots in the streets, we have coronavirus, we have job losses, we have things in our personal lives that demonstrate and give us really, really good opportunities to believe that it's what's going on outside in the world that's causing these terrible feelings of anxiety and fear inside of us. But actually what it is our thoughts about what is going on outside in the world, and that's all in us. A lot of times when children are trying to manage their fear, they're trying to manage their environment to feel better. We may see over-preparing, we may see hiding, we may see lots of different strategies to try to cope, and that's actually a really good thing. If they're trying to regulate their fear and manage it, this is a really good sign. But when they're trying to manage their environment to control their feelings of fear, they're also going off of the premise that the circumstances, the things outside of our power and control, is what is causing the fear inside. And I like to help them understand how their own thoughts and their own perceptions of what's going on is actually the source of safety, feeling safe, feeling peaceful, feeling okay inside, regardless of what's going on outside. And all of us could use some really good work in this area, because it's the key to feeling okay with whatever chaotic circumstances going on outside of us. And instead of trying to manage and control our environment, we also can look inside to the things that we have to generate and create the feelings we're hoping for. Now, when I'm trying to describe this to clients and to the child that prompted this video, the sweet pea that wrote me a letter saying, I need help, I tell a story. Now and I'm going to tell you the story too. So there was one time that I was hiking and I knew where I wanted to go, and it was at the top of a mountain, and there was a trail that meandered up there, or there was a straight shot, just bushwhacking straight to the top. On the way there, I chose to bushwhack straight to the top, just made it up there, saw what I wanted to see, and then decided to take the long way down. So I took the trail down. And while I was going, I found that with the water runoff in the spring, the river, the creek had completely covered the trail. And I knew that the trail was covered twice because I was going to need to end up on the same side of the bank that I was on right then. So I thought, well, I can go ahead and try to just stay on this side and catch the trail when it comes back, or I can try to cross that creek. I decided to try to bushwhack, and I did until it got so thick I had to cross the creek. So I looked around and found this giant log that seemed to be just made for walking across creeks. And so I walked across, and once I got over there, I realized I'm not sure there's going to be another log the next time I need to cross over. So I could have stressed, I could have worried the whole time, but it would have taken away from the purpose that I chose for taking the meandering trail back. I wanted to enjoy the scenery. I wanted to enjoy my journey. So I enjoyed my journey, and it wasn't because I didn't have a log in my back, that I knew I had a log in my backpack. The log was not my source of security. When I got to the next place where it crossed over, sure enough, there was no log. But I was okay, because what I knew would get me across the river was not the log. It was what I had inside. It was my resourcefulness. It was my ability to figure things out. It was my confidence that I could handle whatever challenge was there. Whether I needed to hike over the mountain on the other side and hit the road till I found my truck, whether I needed to find some other creative way to go across, to make it across, fashion some sort of device, or bushwhack my way until I found a log, I knew that what I had inside of me was what was going to get me across. It wasn't about the log. It wasn't about managing my environment to make safety for myself. It was that I created and generated the safety from inside of me with the strengths that I possess. So I figured something out. I got across, and it was wild. Like, I kind of wish I had it on video, because it was very parkourish and American Ninja Warrior. I had a lot of that going on. But I made it, and I was safe, and I enjoyed my entire journey without the stress and the worry of not having my environment completely controlled and managed to create the safety that I wanted. I had it in here, and I had it in here. So this is the skill that I want to empower children with as I'm teaching them, and adults as well. This is also the mindset that creates money. We think that our job is the reason we're not creating money, but we have it inside of us to create it. This is the difference between a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset. And to give children an abundance mindset, and adults, we need to look at what we possess inside that helps us through our challenges. So the activity that I was going to tell you that I did is I helped this little one recognize that she had everything she needs. She didn't need to pack everything in her house and over-prepare for a disaster, because she had sources inside of her. We thought about her strengths. We thought about what keeps her from falling off the edge of a cliff. It's her smarts. It's her ability to know how far away you can stay away from an edge without falling in. And we talked about the different kinds of things she possessed. And one of those things was an ability to ask for help when she needed it, which is a really significant strength. We pretended like she had an invisible backpack, and we opened it up together. And we packed her strength, and we packed her resourcefulness, and we packed her smarts, and we packed her determination, and we zipped it up, and she put it on her back and knew that wherever she went, she had the ability to create solutions to help her through things. Another thing that you can do is create an identity poster. And this is where we put their face on a superhero body and talk about all the different superpowers that hero comes with that are inside of them. Beyond the ability to fly, it's the ability to feel compassion for people, or to seek, like, value justice and these kinds of things. These are things that we don't grant children. These are things that we help them recognize inside themselves that are already there, available to help them through any chaos. If this resonates with you, did you know I have a program that helps teach parents how to coach their children through their emotions, particularly fear? And I stand at the ready to help you through that, so you can help the ones that you're in charge of and help to teach and protect. Okay? I've got you. So message me if you need help, and otherwise I hope this is helpful to you in your life. This benefits adults and children alike, and I hope that you can use it to help work through your fear.